What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is DJCS. Welcome back to an all-new video here on my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to be going over your time trials and your event week in GTA Online from September 10th through September 16th. We've got a fair amount of good chances to make money, some decent discounts on vehicles. But, of course, if you are new here, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you be notified every time I upload a new video. If you enjoy this video, go ahead and drop it a like. I would greatly appreciate that. So, your time trials are Burro Heights and Vespucci Canals. So, of course, we're going to start with your normal time trial, Burro Heights. Hop on your bike, start it up, hit pause, find where you're going, and place your marker. Now, to my knowledge, I've never done this one before, so I didn't really know where to go, so I kind of had to figure that out, look at the map here. So what I wanted to do was take a shortcut here and then continue along the path right up to this point where it tells you to turn, but I'm just going to go a couple blocks down and then turn, so I don't have to do as much turning as it wants me to do. So of course, now that we know where we're going, go ahead and reset and start over. So this was a fairly easy enough time trial to do. It only took me one try, one run through. I didn't even have to do a trial run to see, like, if I had time. Easy enough. Like I said, just take this shortcut here. Be careful because you do get a little bit of air right here and you can hit that pipe and it can knock you off. But take that shortcut, cut down this street here, and then from there you're just pretty much going to follow the marker, the waypoint, dodging NPC vehicles. There's going to be a ton of NPC vehicles, and depending on if what's going on in the game, if you have other players in the game and they're shooting or they're doing whatever, they can cause the NPCs to go crazy. I was in an invite-only lobby, so I didn't have to deal with that. But even still, just dealing with these NPCs, they can be crazy sometimes on their own. They don't need any help with that. Just dodging them is hard enough sometimes, but like I said, this is fairly easy. So coming up here, it's going to want you to turn. Like I said before, don't do that. Go straight for a couple more blocks, and then you're going to turn. So that way you only turn once versus turning 3 times. So you turn, turn, turn. Just turn once. Done. From here, you're just going to follow the waypoint, dodging more NPCs. This part is kind of tricky because there's blind turns, and NPCs will spawn and come out of the side roads, and you can hit them. So just be careful of that. As always, I always recommend using the Hakuchi Drag. That is what I'm using. It is the fastest motorcycle in this game. Or you can use the Shotaro, possibly the Bati 801R, or possibly even the Akula. I recommend Hakuchi Drag. So much easier when you're pushing down versus pulling back to do a wheelie. So this is an easy enough time trial. Like I said, it only took me one try. Easy 100K. The RC time trial, on the other hand, not as easy. So now that this is done, we're going to swap over to that, and we'll talk about that. And as you see, I beat the time trial with almost 20 seconds. Plenty of time. So like I said, this RC time trial, not as easy as the normal time trial. It's one of the harder time trials, RC time trials, just because of how many obstacles are in your way, and it's one of the longer time trials in the game for the RC time trials. Like I said, there are just so many obstacles, NPCs, park benches, poles, jerks. They're doing lawn care. Light fixtures, these like grassy areas that can make you pop up in the air. Just all kinds of obstacles. Just take your time with it. That's what I did. Feather the throttle, especially when you're turning. And of course, for me, they had to make it more difficult. It had to be raining. I had to take a few practice runs just to kind of see, just remind myself of the course. I'm pretty sure I've done this before, though it did seem a little different, which is weird, but I had to take a few practice runs just to get familiar with the course. And even then, after taking a few practice courses and then crashing a bunch of times on one of them, I would have made it by just like 4 seconds off. So that told me while doing a normal run, I can take my time with it, and on these turns, and even though I slid out there, I can take my time with it, throttle the trigger, and just slow down here and there, and just take my time with it. Don't take too much time. That doesn't mean you can go slow the whole time, like especially on like some of these more open straightaways. You definitely want to go full throttle, but when you're turning, slow down a little bit, especially when you're turning on the sand, because you can slide out a lot easier. And just take practice runs. I can't express that enough. That's how I learn to do these things lots of times. I take practice runs until I finally get it. But like I said, this is one of the more difficult ones just because of how long it is, how many obstacles are in the way. But it is accomplishable. It is not the hardest RC time trial, but it is of it is of fair difficulty. So just be patient with it and just take your time, and you'll get through it, and you will have another $100,000 earned. And as you will see, I still beat it with a few seconds left, plenty of time. This week we have a lot of great money making opportunities, at least in my opinion. One specific I plan on making a ton of money with. It is a great solo method, so we are going to go ahead and jump into your event week right now. So as you can see here, it says boosted profits in all business battles this week. That is not what I was referring to. However, we do have some great incentives for the business battles and stuff, as I will get to here in just a moment. Once you watch this beautiful little cutscene here, it says boosted profits in all business battles this week, plus rumored cache of diamonds in the casino vault, clothing unlocks, and more. The revamped business battles featured as part of the Los Santos Summer Special are even more lucrative this week. Stage a cooperative assault on an idling aircraft carrier and fight your way through one of several factories to earn hefty paydays. If your warehouse is so empty you can hear your own breath echoing in the halls, it might be time to restock the shelves. Keep an eye out for various forms of vulnerable cargo around Los Santos, and be sure to complete a business battle anytime over the next 7 days to receive double rewards. So if you're into the whole business battles thing, that's pretty cool. I have yet to do one on the carrier. And in all honesty, I don't play GTA that much these days. I don't have that much time to play GTA these days. But if you're into the business battles, that is definitely good news for you. As mentioned earlier, there's diamonds at the Diamond Casino Resort. There's chatter and grainy security camera footage floating around the dark web, suggesting that the Diamonds Vault may have received a shipment of gems this week. Once you finish setting up the casino heist, make your way into the belly of the beast for an opportunity to walk away with a windfall of pressurized carbon. So your chances of getting diamonds this week are enhanced, probably by like 10%. I'm not really sure how this works sometimes. But if the heists are your thing, this is good news for you because diamonds pay out the most. I enjoy the heists. Heists are very, very easy, and you can make a lot of money doing the Diamond Casino heist. It is probably the best way to make money in this game right now and the easiest. But you need at least one partner who knows what they're doing with the heist. So if you and your crew are good with the heist, then this is great for you. This is great news for you. Continuing on, it says, play any game of land grab and receive 2 times GTA money in RP all week long. You know Rockstar loves their adversary modes. In this brutal cyberspace, every minute counts. Occupy as many zones as you can before the clock runs down. Armed opposition will resist though, so keep your wits about you and your finger on the trigger. So this is basically like you have to get as many zones before the time runs out, and then I think the lands kind of disappear, and whoever has the most like zones captured wins. Whatever. I hate the adversary modes in all honesty. And another thing Rockstar loves is their free t-shirts and clothing items. So this week, unlock this week's Lemon Sport tracksuit, which ends September 16th. You can kind of look like Kill Bill or Uma Thurman in Kill Bill. That's, I guess, a plus for like GTA cosplay stuff. And then this week's Podium Vehicle is the Inverto Cockpit D10. I will have a video coming out for this later on the customization on this vehicle later today. I was unfortunate in the fact that I didn't win it, but I didn't want to win it because I already have it. I was fortunate enough though to win $50,000. I missed the car by just that much, but I won $50,000, so that's a plus. Discounts. Expand your subterranean holdings with discounts on bunkers and bunker modifications. Plus, earn double rewards on gun running cell missions this week for some quick ROI. I don't know what ROI stands for, but nonetheless, double money on bunker cell missions. That is awesome. That is one of my favorite double money opportunities because you can do this solo, and basically what you do is you just spend $75,000 on one order of supplies. Once that fills up, you sell it solo, and there's all kinds of ways to get your own solo lobbies if that's the way you want to go about it. You can look it up, Google it, YouTube it, whatever. For PlayStation, Xbox, PC, there's all kinds of ways to get your own solo public lobby. But if you're going to do this in a public lobby, you obviously have to worry about other players. You always go off the radar. And depending on what kind of mission it is, what kind of cell mission it is, if it's a 5-drop or a 1-drop, obviously the 1-drops are a lot better. But nonetheless, this is a great money-making opportunity, and I'm going to definitely take advantage of it, and you should too. So it continues. We have 40% off bunkers. All the bunkers, you see them there in the huge paragraph that I'm not going to read. And then 30% off bunker modifications. That's your bunker style, personal quarters, shooting range, gun locker, transportation, MOC, weaponized vehicle workshop. And then it also says, plus take 40% off the Ocelot Ardent, Indy Class C weaponized Tampa through September 16th. Now, if we jump over to Tez's Twitter page, it says we have all these vehicles that have been said for the last 2 to 3 weeks. The Torero, the Swinger, the Silvestra, the 190Z, the Sterling GT, the Rapid GT Classic, the Mamba, the Infernus Classic, the Z-Type, and the Viserys. I went through GT Online, and I didn't see any discount on the Yuga Classic on mine. I already own it, so that's not really an issue, but I thought that was kind of weird. Also, for Prime Gaming, your Twitch Prime discounts, of course, your $200,000 for playing anytime this week. The free Vespucci Canals nightclub property, which if you have Twitch Prime, I'm sure you already have that. But then we also have 80% off the ProGen T20 and 80% off the Overclock Tyrant. Get the T20. That is still to this day one of the best supercars in the game. I can't tell you why, but it's still just considered one of the best supercars in the game. I'm not entirely sure, but I want to say top 5 maybe. Speaking of which, the Pegasus Intorno, cop that also. That is still also one of the best supercars in the game. Its handling, its speed, and its handling just makes it one of the best supercars in the game. And it's got some pretty great customization to it too. As for the Dundreary Landstalker XL, not a lot of great customization to that. It's a Los Santos Customs vehicle. There is a pretty sweet livery on it, in my opinion, where it looks like you just have blood splatter all over. That's the one I have. Other than that, not a lot of great customization to it. And then you also have the Yuga Classic 4x4, which is a Benny's vehicle, and it's got some pretty sweet customization, some awesome liveries. And then you also have the opportunity to customize the inside and make kind of like a lounge area with a TV and speakers and couches and all that stuff. So just take into mind that it's going to be very expensive. It's a Benny's vehicle. It's going to be expensive. The Declassy weaponized Tampa, it's not really worth it, especially at this point in the game when we have Deluxos and Mach 2 oppressors and jets and just so many things. Because even though it has armor and you actually have to upgrade the armor, it's still like just a one rocket explosion, I believe, if I'm correct on that. And then it has a really good minigun. It has rockets, it has mortars, and it has landmines. But you have to unlock all that stuff through research on the gun running facility. So take that into account before you buy this weaponized Tampa. Again, it's not really worth it with all the other weaponized vehicles we have in the game right now. But that is going to do it for this video, guys. If you are new here, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and drop it a like. I'll greatly appreciate that. With all that said and done, guys, my name is DJ CS. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. And as always, don't forget to tip your DJ. Later, dudes.